Yo, what is going on, guys? We are back today for another video. So this is the current 7-star science roster as of April 12th, 2024. It's looking really good. I actually have every single champion in the base pool now for the science class. Luke Cage is in the Titan. Same with Thing. Spider-Punk is unreleased. Spider-Man 2099 is a specialty champ alongside Stark, Spidey, and MCOC. And Void is in the Loyalty Crystal. So I have every single 7-star science champ in the current base pool. So I have so many options for this 2 to 3 gem. But that's not what today's video is about. Today's video is about my first and only current rank 3 7-star science champion, which is Spotticus. Now, Sasquatch, I said in a past video that I think he is my best, my strongest 7-star rank 3, and I stand by that. However, Spot is my personal favorite 7-star rank 3. He's one of my favorite champs in the entire game. I just love Spot so much. And, I've been using him in Battlegrounds ever since I took him to rank 3, which was a while ago. No, at this point now. I took him to rank 3 last year, at the end of last year. Since then I still didn't really make a full dedicated gameplay video with Spot, just crushing all different kinds of Battleground fights. But like I said, I have recorded a bunch. They've just been in my old phone in storage. So I finally did a deep dive, got a bunch of those fights for you guys today. We're going to jump into that. It's going to be a really fun time. So my Spot is at Sig 45 now, but for most of this gameplay, he was just Sig 20. But more recently, I did pull him from a 7-star, so that's how we got 20 Sigs. And I did give him 5 generic Sig Stones. And I do have 35 generic Sig Stones here. And I'm tempted to give them to Spot, but I don't know. He's already hitting so hard. Just at Sig 20, he was already hitting so hard. So I don't really know what I want to do with my 7-star Sig Stones yet. But what I do know is I want to show you guys some gameplay. So let's go jump to the rank 3 Spot gameplay Battlegrounds now. Okay, guys, so I think a fun little game will just be to let me tell you guys when this was recorded for each of these fights. So this one was recorded December 8th, 2023. This was last year. So this is rank 3 Spot against my good buddy Andrew the Rough, his rank 3 Sasquatch. So his Sasquatch has 462,000 HP. I mean, so does mine. I have the same exact Sasquatch on defense. Now, as far as nodes go, again, this was December, so I'm not entirely sure. It's going to be a little bit of a guessing game as far as the nodes go, but, well, I think a lot of gameplay is from the meta that I pushed when I was in Vegas for top 10, so with that meta I will know, so a fair bit will be in that. But here, I have no idea what this meta is from December of last year. I have no idea. But as you see here against Sassy, we started with a special 1. Now, for most fights, you don't need to bother with the special 1, but like we said, Sasquatch, over 400,000 health, that's a lot. So we really do need to build Spot up. So that is what we are doing here. So we max out at 50 charges in our Rupture Bank, and you can see right now, we're at 46. So we're near max ramp. He just triggered Wrath of Tanarak, which is absolutely perfect. So we just want to let him hit into our portal block. Unfortunately, that was only 1 hit, so this could have done so much more damage if we were just at 2 hits or 3 hits or 4 hits into the portal block, but even still, it's enough to just kill him. And again, that's Sig 20 Spot, dude. So do I really need to put all my Sig Stones in him? I don't think so. If he's already doing that, to a rank 3 Sasquatch, the biggest health pool in the game, which is still true, 4 months later, that this was over 4 months ago. Still, Sig 20 Spot, man. It's crazy. So that's a great fight to start out with. Next up here, we have a rank 2 Overseer. So this is a pretty good matchup for Spot. And, nothing special. But, oh, this meta. This was the Powerful from Afar. So yeah, when they're not near you, they gain a power gain. And I think they just have 90% energy resistance, passively. I think that buff up there under Overseer is what that is. But, Spot doesn't care about that because Spot's damage is all physical based. His ruptures are physical, so energy resistance, Spot does not care at all. So everything's going great here. We're almost at 5 spots. Boom, 4, 5. There we go. That was 4 hits into our portal block. So boom, this special 2 is going to rip him apart, man. Boom, boom, boom. Dead. Each one of those hits were doing over 50,000 damage. You know, not too shabby. Not too shabby. So that was almost 50k points, 46-second fight, not too bad. Up next, we have a Man-Thing. So Spot's great for Man-Thing. You can actually play the matchup pretty interesting as well because, you know, Man-Thing, he applies buffs. He applies pustule buffs. And, you know, Man-Thing can nullify those and turn them into a poison debuff and an armor break. What Spot can do, though, is throw his special 1, and he'll become immune to buffs, including those pustules. So that is one route you can use against Man-Thing here. I think I'm not going to bother, though, and I'm just going to go right for the special 2 and try to just nuke him down. Oh, I guess I'm going special 1 here. Yeah, the special 1 can definitely be lethal as well. Looks like that's what I went for here. The way Spot works, you know, is he gains bonus damage with his awakened ability on certain attacks. Those certain attacks are heavy attacks, light attacks, and special attacks. Now, so if you can, what you can do is save those specialized hits, so you can avoid using heavies, avoid using lights, and save them for the specials. That's what we did with that special 1. That's why I did so much damage. I think there was also some power shield there. But for example, like against Spider-Man, Mystic Spider-Man, Spider-Man Supreme, that guy, you can literally kill his entire health pool with just one special 1 from Spot. You know, if you get enough hits in the portal block. And it's all about the amount of hits into the portal block prior to activating the either light, medium, or light, heavy, or special. Sorry, not mediums. Mediums are the one attack that's safe to use, which is why you'll see me, you know, once I trigger Untouchable, sometimes I'll stick to only medium attacks because I don't want to consume that damage just yet. So here, boom, another special 1. Oh my god, those are doing like 38,000 per hit. Holy fudge. I think this was the power shield meta, because that is so, wow, these special ones are ripping champs apart. Okay, so now I think we're into, is this Safeguard meta, I want to say? This was recorded January 19th. Yeah, this must be Safeguard, right? Yeah, Safeguard Stunning Reflection. So here we have, this is Mudkip, the guy that actually designed these metas, last few Battleground metas. And so this is a, you know, a big bad Onslaught. Now, Onslaught counters miss, so you might think he's not the best spot counter, but for Onslaught to counter miss, the opponent has to be Neuroshocked. Now, Spot is not magnetic, so he can get rid of Neuroshock 1 at a time just by dashing back. So this fight is absolutely doable with Spot. But you see right here, I have Neuroshock on me, so I can't let Onslaught hit into my miss. Right there, he just actually hit me. So, you know, Spot is kind of my secret weapon for this matchup, but that doesn't mean it's easy, and it doesn't mean he's the best option for it, but it just means that he can do it. He can definitely do it with a little bit of finesse. So, I need to build back up to 5, and I need to get that Neuroshock off me. Boom, Neuroshock's gone. He hit me with the heavy there, but it gave me some spots. So boom, trigger Untouchable, drop the special 2. This fight's over, and that was a bad fight. I repeat, that was a bad Onslaught fight. I've had so much better, so much better. But that's not bad. That's not terrible. You know, under a minute. 47,500 points. We absolutely won this round. Bullseye is way slower than that, you know, on attack. So next matchup here, we have an interesting one. We have Havoc. Now, when you're fighting Havoc, you know, the way to counter him, there's 2 ways to counter Havoc, and that is to power drain him, that will take away all of his charges, or to have an armor up buff that will protect you from taking any of his detonation damage. Now, Spot can't do either of those things, but Spot, again, his damage is physical, whereas Havoc has a lot of energy resistance. So our damage type is perfect for this fight. The only main thing is, you know, we don't want to take damage. So the goal is to just nuke the fight. So to get the fight down super quick. Unfortunately, he throws a special 1 here. That was not the plan. If he didn't do that, you know, the fight could have maybe just been over. So here I actually throw the special 2. I should have actually thrown that sooner. I threw it outside of untouchable, which is not usually what you want to do, but I was just hoping to end the fight because you don't apply the physical vulnerability if you're outside of untouchable. Plus, like, the Fury wore off, so that fight was played terribly. I could have done that so much better, but even still, again, under a minute, above 47,500 points. Not terrible, not terrible. And then, next up here we have Shuri. So I think Shuri is a pretty annoying defender, honestly. I don't love to fight her, but Spot just makes her a joke. Spot is one of my favorite options for Shuri. And again, all these fights are in the Safeguard meta. A lot of these fights are in the Safeguard meta going forward. And Spot was just so good for Safeguard because, you know, he can counter it with his special 2 and his special 1. So that's why I really enjoyed the Safeguard meta, and that was the meta where we pushed for top 10, and we achieved it. We achieved Celestial 4. It was awesome for the first ever time since qualifying for the Battlegrounds Brawl. And yeah, Spot was definitely one of my MVPs for this season. So here we get Shuri to trigger her untouchable. Now we're getting ready to trigger ours. So just going to try to bait a heavy here. Boom, medium, medium into an instant special 2. And she's dead. It's overkill. She was dead before the last hit even struck. 42-second fight, almost 50k points, and it is enough to pull out the dub here. I think I have the results right now. 3, 2, 1. Right now, there we go. Yeah, took that one about 2,900 points. Right, next up. This was an interesting one against Trappy. So he put Guardian down here, and I wasn't really sure who I was going to use. I knew I had a good defender in Zemo. I think Zemo was just kind of annoying this meta or something, and he didn't really have a good option, so he's using Maestro on attack. But, you know, against Guardian here, he still can auto-block us. Spot doesn't have any kind of unblockable specials or anything, so... And here we're just having a bit of a bad start, just being some back and forth with the AI not getting the board block hits that we need. Just wasting a ton of time here. We've already wasted so much time. This fight did not have a good start, but finally we get the 5 spots. We're ramped, start going in, and you know, we're doing alright damage this way, but that took so long to build those 5 spots. So I'm really just banking, you know, on my special 2 not getting auto blocked. But I'm pretty sure Guardian has a chance, like, per force field charge to auto block or something, and he's at 9 of them now. So it's probably, like, guaranteed, but, like, I'm like, what else am I going to do? So I just go for it, and yeah, of course, he auto blocks it. So that sucks, but, you know, I'm untouchable, so I'm not worried about being punished, at least. There's no way he punishes me. His attacks can't hit me right now. So, you know, this fight's not going great. Like, our big nuke damage was perfectly blocked. But here I get off a special 1, and this somehow slips through. It doesn't do a ton, but it does some nice damage. The main thing is that it gave us the buff immune debuff, which gives us some nice willpower healing. So we healed up pretty much all the chip damage. It's in at 99%. Finished that fight, full health. Took some time, but it's enough. It's just enough, man, because we healed up. That special 1, getting that willpower healing, won us that match. Got to Spot. All right, now we have another Onslaught another Onslaught matchup. Like I said, Spot's my sneaky counter. I've done this fight a lot. I think we're finally out of the Safeguard meta as well. Yeah, now this is February 12th. This guy was recorded, so this was probably like last season or the season 4 or something. Yeah, it looks like. Oh yeah, this was the encroaching stun meta. This one sucked. But Spot was pretty good for this meta because once he's in his untouchable, he actually goes stun immune. So boom, we're gonna activate untouchable here. Or I guess he stunned me, but there you see I got stunned, untouchable triggered, and they were fine. So it was all good. It was totally all good. And so here I have 1 North Shock on me, and Onslaught does have some power. But we are just going to. I think I need an intercept, so boom, intercept him there, throw this special 2, healing from the crushed. It's not quite enough to kill, unfortunately, but just chill. He hits into our miss, boom, throw some hits, throw the striker, and Onslaught goes down. With a minute left to spare, and that one was a healthy finish. Wasn't as quick as the last Onslaught fight, but still under a minute, And this one was like 2,000 more points. So that was a pretty clean Onslaught fight. This is what I can pretty much replicate majority of the time against Onslaught with my Spot. So it's one of my, I'd say that probably is my favorite Spot matchup now. It's just so much fun. Okay, this one right here, another one against Trappy. I don't know why, but every time I verse Trappy, I just go God mode with Spot. This was one of my best Spot fights ever. Just ever. Like, so sometimes if you have a truly aggressive opponent, you can finish a Battlegrounds fight in one untouchable phase. Now, the AI pretty much has to not throw a special, and you have to beta heavy right before the untouchable expires to refresh your Fury and then throw the special. So here I'm going to turtle up. Watch this. Bait that heavy, instantly punish, instantly throw that special too. Look, there's a fraction left on that untouchable, and boom, this fight is over, dude. Rank 2 Sauron, dead in one untouchable cycle, 30 seconds flat. 51,700 points. Like, that is not replicatable every fight because it takes AI cooperation. But when that works, good luck beating that score, you know. 51,700. And he even has a really, really nice fight against my rank 3 Sassy. Under a minute, 96% with MCOC. But I was out of there 27 seconds sooner. Spot, man, is just an animal. That fight was so crazy. So next up, we have a bit of a bad matchup here. So, you know, I was kind of just screwed here. I have Titania or Spot. I'm putting Maestro on D, and he has Jugs, a 7-star Jugs. You know, how am I supposed to win this? You know, I don't know. We're just going to see what Spot can do against Domino, though, because he's not the worst option for Domino. You know, he's not great. He's not tech. He's going to get unlucky. He's going to take damage. His ability actually, you know, can be reduced. I'm pretty sure his untouchable can even fail. But I didn't have a choice, and he's not the worst option in the world. You're going to see this fight actually goes pretty darn good. But again, my opponent has a 7-star Jugs, so unless it goes perfectly, we're not gonna win. But boom, she throws like 4 hits into the untouchable there. Boom, throw this. I'm pretty sure our damage, like our secondary damage source, can also fail against Domino. So we got really lucky there. We had really good RNG, but even still, it's not going to be enough. But we were faster. We did outspeed a 7-star Jugs, so that is impressive. I will take that. We won the speed race, but we are going to lose the point race. But it was pretty close, man. You know, he finished that fight with 100% health. But it was still a good Domino showcase. Next up, we have a Red Skull. So this is an Ascended Red Skull. And Spot pretty much completely counters Red Skull. You know, Red Skull is a new up-and-coming defender that is quite annoying. And yeah, Spot doesn't care. Spot counters him. The only thing, you just gotta be like, you gotta be aware. You need to have self-awareness when you're fighting Red Skull with Spot. Because, you know, if his AI wants to be a bit of a jerk and turtle up, and you know, you're just playing your normal spamming combos into the opponent, you know, then you could maybe accidentally hit his block. And if you do that, you know, he's gonna armor power burn you with all of his armors, and it's gonna deal a lot of damage. So if you are gonna spot Red Skull, just be a little bit careful. But yeah, it's very, very doable matchups. You see here, we're almost at that special 2. Just trying to get some portal block hits. All right, 2 there. 2 should be enough. Do a couple of mediums, take a couple more missed hits, pop this. And this is an Ascended Red Skull. Dead. No problem. Under a minute. And it was enough to win this match as well. So, yeah, and I think that was more recent. That was March 8th. This one was a while ago. This was back in January. So this was one of my very final matches in that season that I got Celestial 4. So this was against Celestial 4 Liam. He was like 1 spot out of 3rd place. And it went round 3. And he put Kate Bishop on D, and I'm using Spot on attack. And he has a very slam dunk matchup, you know, of Scorpion versus Absorbing Man. There is a lot of points on the line here. We're both C4. I've never spotted, you know, a Kate Bishop before. I've never done this matchup in my life. I had no idea how it was going to go. Here, I was worried that, you know, she was going to cut through my untouchable, which, you know, I know she needs to apply the tracking to be able to do that. I was just so scared and nervous, and just so much on the line in this matchup here. But she hits my portal block a whole bunch. So boom, I throw this special 2. She dies. Again, overkill, class disadvantage, doesn't matter. 42-second fight. And I was like, please let this be enough. I didn't think it was going to be enough though, because you know Scorpion is going to come out of that fight with full health. He can siphon healing from Absman and everything, and I thought it was Jover. Time kept ticking down, and it kept ticking down, and we pulled out the dub here. This was definitely one of my last matches, and this was such a deciding factor for C4. This one round, this one fight with Spot right here, man. So much was on the line, and yeah, you see he came out of that fight with full health, but it took him some time. So we ended up pulling out the dub, and you can see here, gave me like 20 something points. Like this was such a big game-changing win. Yeah, 20 points, 644. Just a colossal amount of points. So I think I just have one more fight for you guys, and this one was Wednesday. This was this week. This is in the current victory track. We finally caught back up to the current season of Battlegrounds. I hope I never fall 4 months behind again with gameplay like that. That sucks. I need to make like start working on like a new ranked 3 spot video with fresh metas, fresh gameplay, and outside of Battlegrounds as well. He was doing some good work in 8.4. So here I accidentally slip up, take a bit of a hit, fighting just a Warlock here, but you know it's all good. Again, missing a couple hits, but here we're gonna portal block his special one. That's what I love about Spot. You know, some specials are just annoying, and I usually block them. So when it's situations like that, if I can portal block them, you know, reduce the damage by a ton, it's pretty great. But yeah, simple fight, just get to special 2, and Warlock is dead. He did fail, actually, never mind, he's not dead. I think he failed my damage twice, actually, maybe, due to his virus that he on me. It lowers our offensive ability accuracy by, I think, like 30%. So I think he actually, like, canceled out my damage on the last 2 hits there, but it was still close enough. Couple basic combos got him down, and, you know, still 42-second fight, almost 50k points. Not too shabby. Oh, I forgot. I have one more fight here. This one is outside of Battlegrounds, though. It's a little bit different. So the reason I even have this fight recorded was because I was doing a stream a little while ago, and we were talking about Guardian and... sorry, not Guardian. We were talking... Yeah, sorry, Red Guardian and Luke Cage. Both of them, you know, have been buffed. And I think on stream we were talking about it a bit, and someone said Red Guardian buff is better than Spot. And so they sent me a tweet of Red Guardian doing a 304,000 special 2 against Realm of Legends Juggernaut here, and there's about over a 60 hit combo on Red Guardian's side of things. So I was watching that, I was like, okay, this was my very first time with Spot. So this is Spot, no special masteries, no special synergies, no special anything. Very first attempt, Realm of Legends Juggernaut, just to try to see if I could beat, you know, 304,000 damage special 2. And I decided I wasn't gonna like max ramp or anything, you know, like I could take a while here, build to 50 charges, try to get like 4 or 5 hits into my portal block, then throw just the fattest special 2 possible. But no, this is my very first attempt, and I'm just gonna get what I get. So throw the special 1 just to build up a little bit more in the portal bank, you know, and so just to prolong the fight a little bit. I didn't want to just go for right for a special 2, you know, like a Battlegrounds fight, because I don't know if we're gonna get 300,000 that way. But if I build up just a little bit, special 1 then special 2, I think I only had 2 hits into the portal block, so that could have been bigger. So boom, here we're at 30, 41. So not even max ramp. Throw this. It's doing over 80,000 per hit. So I did the math on that. Oh, I guess I don't have the exact number, but it was over 420,000 damage on that one special 2. So a minute-long fight, 420,000 plus damage. Rank 3 Spot, man. And this would be Sig 45. So his Sig is increased now, but still, like not even a quarter of his Sig is maxed out yet, you know, let alone halfway. And everyone always says, you know, Spot needs high Sig, but as a 7-star, he doesn't. It is just unreal. Let's watch back that special 2 one more time, because man, it was satisfying. So let's watch this back. So boom, 82,000. Boom, 84,000. Boom, 87,000. Boom, 81,000. Just 80,000 in red on each of those hits, man. Just, it's so satisfying, man. So I love Spot, dude. I love this guy so much. He's definitely my favorite 7-star rank 3. I do think Sassy is better. He's done better for me in Battlegrounds as overall, you know, I'm able to use Sasquatch on defense pretty much every match. Whereas, you know, Spot, I don't draft him all the time. And even when I do, it's harder for him to have perfect matchups, you know. He still works for a multitude of different matchups. Like, as you guys saw in this video, he's taking all kinds of different things. But just sometimes the opponent doesn't set him up, or they just put up a matchup that would be bad for him, and I'm not able to fully utilize him. Plus, you know, Spot is an alright defender, but it's very seldom that I put him on D. You know, especially with like champs like CGR and Kate Bishop, you know, running around, that would take Spot so quickly. So, but Spot's definitely my favorite, my most fun and my favorite rank 3 for sure. I can say that 100% truth. I just love this character so much. He's just an absolute blast. If you guys manage to awaken your 7-star Spot, I think he's worth rank 3, man. I don't regret this at all. I am very biased, but man, I just love Spot. And I mean, the proof is in the pudding, you know. The proof is in the pudding. The proof is in the points. I was putting up some pretty insane numbers in Battlegrounds, you know, against rank 3 defenders, against rank 5 Ascended Onslaughts. You know, Spot definitely, you can't argue with the results. He's definitely a good champ when he can be utilized properly. But that's going to go ahead and do it for my rank 3 Spot showcase. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm so sorry this took like 4 months to make. I wanted to make this so much sooner, but at least it's here now for us to enjoy. So that's going to do it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, I would really appreciate a like rating. Share this video around to anyone who thinks Spot is not an insanely good Science Battlegrounds attacker. He's one of the best Science Battleground champs in the game for sure. Top 5 in my opinion. Absolutely. He's just so damn good. And if it wasn't for Titania and Hulk, you know, he'd be even higher. But that is Spot. I love the guy so much. My favorite 7-star rank 3. If you guys enjoyed the video, peace out.